Hey guys. Oh wait. Oh, it wants me to put it up. Hold on. I didn't want to put it up. Let's see if I can do it this way so we can get more space. Okay, I guess. Hi, everybody. I hope the speaker isn't covered. Let me make sure the volume is good. Yeah. Okay. Celebrities, entertainment purposes only. Thank you for the like, shares, and the new subscribers. If you are on this channel and you have not checked out the high vibrational channels, in the description box, what are you doing on this channel? This channel is not for you, honey. This channel is only for people that want to elevate and check out those high vibrational channels that help with better finances, better mental health, better physical health, better emotional health. Those channels are literally life-changing, and people have been emailing me about how they've been helping them change their life and get closer to themselves and also get closer to God. Okay, very, very, very important. Times can be very dark, and you always have to know your strength. So those channels are impeccable and include Reiki healing and just all kinds of amazing things that can elevate your life, right? That's what we want from the spiritual. So I really appreciate you guys. Let's get right into it, because I've never did a Victoria Monet reading, and someone came into the comments about a couple of weeks ago and they said, hey, why don't you do Victoria Monet? And that comment kind of stayed in the back of my mind, you know. And I was like, you know what? I will talk about Victoria Monet. And in the instance I decided to talk about Victoria, I got kind of curious, right? So I went and I looked up Victoria Monet and Normani. I don't know why those two names like kind of came to me mentally. Like when I thought about Victoria, I thought about Normani in a sense. And I looked, you guys, and there are so many pictures of Victoria and Normani. I didn't know that they were friends. I actually had no clue. I'm not on Instagram. I don't see, you know, or Twitter or social media. I'm not on any of that stuff. So when I go find out is by maybe a platform on YouTube, or if I just go look up the information myself because I feel a link in between those two people. And I also saw a picture of Victoria, Ariana Grande, and Normani together. And the last reading I did of Normani just is ringing in my head about how I felt like there were people that felt like they can be Normani better than Normani is. And I'm not saying that Victoria Monet isn't her own person. I'm not saying that her music and her style and her dancing isn't impeccable, because it is. But energy doesn't lie, you guys. And it's kind of something a little bit weird there, but I don't feel like it's Victoria. I feel like it's more so the industry and whoever Victoria Monet is signed to. I feel like it's more of an industry push here. You know, if you understand where I'm coming from, it's not no personal vendetta. This is about like the industry wanting to replace Normani, and the fact that Normani, like I said, is she's not really giving herself the biggest push or jump or leap forward right now that she needs. So, excuse me, I am getting over a cold. I was very, like, literally like 3 days ago, I couldn't even like breathe. It was horrible. I've just now started to get better. I'm doing a lot of moving right now, so let's get into it. Drink some water. I don't want this ash to fall on the wood table. I don't have my usual stuff with me until I get the rest of my stuff. But let's see what the energy is like in between Victoria and Normani. Wow, that was interesting, you guys. I split the deck and wow. This is what I see. I've got Metatron in reverse. Metatron talks about your mind. I'm feeling this is like Normani's energy. Like a lot of people have played in Normani's face, and there's been a lot of, you know what it is? Normani has been around a lot of energy vampires. That's what I said in Normani's reading. Like the area she lives, people that she's around, she doesn't realize, maybe sometimes people can be your friend, but sometimes people are energy vampires in your life. And Victoria's cool, but Victoria wants to be deeper in the industry. You understand? So when it comes to wanting to be deeper in the industry, there are people that get in people's ears, start talking about, what about this girl? What about this guy? They're pretty big right now. You're going to have to be bigger than them. He's selling this right now. You're going to have to sell more than them. I'm getting a lot of people in Normani's ear, but also in Victoria's ear. And there is a sense of competition there. I'm not going to sit here and ignore it. Advancement and progress. Teaches, guides, and records events in the book of life. And this is in reverse, you guys. Oh my goodness. Normani needs to be careful. Because, and this is like the same energy I was getting from Normani's reading. Because this isn't just Victoria. This is like I said, companies, systems, executives. This is like a big group of people. The recording angel. And look at what it says, you guys. The recording angel. I didn't even see that. Oh my gosh. Normani needs to be careful in this recording industry because there's a lot of people that she thinks are her friends, but really they're just there to record and monitor her. Wow. And it's kind of like, I see Victoria kind of like shrugging. See the 4 of Cups on the back of the deck? I'm picking up this is Victoria's energy, and she's like, well, I'm going to make my music. I'm going to make my money. Normani's cool and all, but I have to solidify my spot. You know what I'm saying? And that could be for any job, right? You could be the next best in the competition at your company, at AT&T. Or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying? Like competition is competition, and there's a sense of like silent competition here, but it's like aggressive at the same time. Like a lot of aggressive dancing and ideas. Have they done a collaboration together? If Victoria and Normani haven't done a collaboration, they might do a collaboration. But I'm telling you, it's something about people monitoring Normani and monitoring her progress. And low key, like this 4 of Cups energy, it came out in Normani's last reading. And then we got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. It's almost like whoever is the company Normani is signed to, she needs to be careful because they want to replace her. This isn't just like I said, Victoria being jealous. This is the industry. Wow, Normani, girl, you need to step up. This is not good. Normani's money, her money is dwindling. Something about bookings and gigs. Like she's more so relying on like online stuff, like clothes and whatever that stuff is that they sell on Instagram, they sell online, stuff like that. But as far as Victoria and Normani goes, it's like the industry is pushing Victoria for her to kind of surpass Normani. Because Normani, what's coming out is that there's a decision that Normani had to make in the industry. And I feel like it's like a ritualistic decision here. 2 of Pentacles. Fortune and fame. I'm telling you, this is fortune and fame on this card. I'm telling you, Normani has been turning down something. Some kind of like, you know how they say in the industry, people walk through doors? Victoria is willing to walk through those doors that Normani does not want to walk through. And I'm talking about the ritualistic ones. Like when I tell you guys the Met Gala is nothing but a huge ritual. Has Normani ever been to the Met Gala, you guys? It's that kind of industry, that kind of like industry energy here. Where it's like this person is willing to sell their soul, but this person is not willing to sell their soul. Wow, come through, God, come through. Because this is the truth of the industry and the truth of like jobs and the truth of school and the truth of organizations, right? When you want to move up in an organization, there are certain decisions you have to make for fame and fortune. Look at there, right there on the bottom. That Normani doesn't want to make, that Victoria will gladly do. Wow. I'm going to get one more, then I'm going to move on. Thank you guys for the likes, the shares, and the subscribers. I really, really appreciate everybody. Thank you, thank you. Ooh, I just heard Normani's going to have to make a move soon. She's going to have to, 7 of Wands in the star. Like Normani, Normani's guides are talking so loudly to me right now. And they're like, she needs to start making a move and start pushing out the energy of her star power. Because it's like, Normani, you got people hanging around you, feeding off your energy, my love. They're just feeding off of your energy, feeding off of your star. A lot of people. And you're not fighting back. Look, liberation, deliverance from enemies, both visible and invisible. Normani, you have enemies smiling right in your face. People you see and people you don't see. That are low-key fighting you. Normani, girl, it's it's time to start the engine and put the car in drive, okay? All right, next. Okay. All right, Miss Cardi. I've been saying for months that you're pregnant. Now you finally tell us. Congratulations, girl. No more screaming in the camera. Okay? No more of that. You got to make sure you're healthy this pregnancy and you're not stressing about that nigga. All right, let's get this. OMG, Cardi B. Another pregnancy, another rollout. Every time Cardi's pregnant, she rolls out something. It's very telling. Pregnancy privilege is very real, you know. Let's be honest. But once again, if you've been on my channel for a while, Cardi likes to do the whole fake out, the whole PR stunt. I've talked about it plenty of times. I've called her out plenty of times. I've predicted her PR stunts plenty of times. Like I said, Cardi, you should not be this easy to read. It's actually kind of scary how easy Cardi is to read. Like, I don't like reading Cardi, but the way she proves me right time and time again, girl, I just always hope she gets the help she needs, because mentally and spiritually, Cardi needs to cut a lot of ties, needs to do a lot of cleansing, needs to do a lot of releasing. And let me get into these cards. This is going to be interesting. Let me drink some water. Oh my gosh. The Magician. And the Six of Swords. I feel like Cardi did find out the truth about another one of Offset's side chicks. With the Magician and the Six of Swords, Spirit is telling me to put these two cards out because I'm picking up a secret. A secret could come out about Offset. Or some information, justice. Offset could be getting in legal trouble, or Offset is in legal trouble, or Offset has been in legal trouble for a long time and Cardi was supposed to have to pay the bill. Yeah, there's something here about footing the bill, other women, court, cars. There's something here about material items as well. Like Offset has been draining a lot of money and a lot of materialistic items. And there's another woman here, you guys, that Offset really loves. Wow, this is very sad. Six of Swords. Perception of unity protects against accidents, heals the sick. Yo, whoever is the other, oh my gosh. Okay, I might have to put 18 plus in this title because my third eye is so strong and I will always, get to the bottom of the energy because that's just how sharp my connection is. But whoever this other, remember, okay. Woo, this is crazy. At one point, Cardi was talking about, he can't cheat because me and other bitches be sucking his dick together. Like, that's literally something Cardi has said. I've definitely heard her saying that in songs. She said that before when she gets on the phone and starts fucking ranting for no reason. She's definitely said that. I wish I could pull up clips. I can't wait till I get to the point where I can edit in clips and just boom right there in the screen. That would be so sexy. But whoever this other woman is that Cardi B was letting sleep with her and Offset at the same time, there's an issue there. And there's been an issue there. And that's why Cardi let this other woman sleep with her and Offset and have sex with them. And there is an element of sex magic here. That's why Cardi got pregnant, some kind of sex magic. But there's also another woman that got pregnant by Offset too. There's more than 2 pregnancies. Like Offset's been doing some crazy ass shit. But her and Offset have both been doing crazy ass shit. He don't want to be kept. You want to keep him. Then he wants more pussy because he's immature and he's manipulative. But so are you. With the Six of Swords, it's like you're supposed to move forward. And you know what's crazy about the energy? Like a part of Cardi, it's like, yeah, I am gonna move forward. I am gonna be myself and really be creative. And the Magician, I do feel like she could be making music right now or about to drop something or actually about to release some sort of collaboration. She's been releasing a lot of collaborations. But she's definitely about to bring out something big. Because it's crazy. I actually feel like Cardi's on this ride to wisdom, but then it's like there's something coming as well with that ride to wisdom. Something about like a double-edged sword. Like the truth is good, but the truth hurts. And it's like Cardi starting to see the truth of the situation and how she wasn't giving to herself, which is really important. Everyone's been through a toxic situation with somebody. Everyone's been there. 4 of Wands, the savior. Rectification helps one live in peace with everyone. So will her and Offset really divorce? Spirit is saying that this is something that Cardi goes through a lot, actually. Actually, Spirit is telling me there's been times where Cardi has like actually called for a divorce but didn't announce it. That's happened a couple times over the past like couple of years, to be completely honest with you. Honestly, this is seeming like a rollout. Can I be honest with you? This is kind of like, look at me. I'm pregnant and, I'm dealing with this and I'm dealing with that. And, it is kind of given like a sympathy train, right? But then I also feel like this time Cardi might take it a little bit further for more press. Like I said, more PR stunts. But she is tired, but she's always been tired. You guys know what I'm saying? I mean, shit, if you've, been around, you've seen Cardi do this shit since 2017, 2018. Cardi's been doing this shit, so it's really nothing new. It's all about attention. Yeah, this is all about attention. Does she feel some kind of way? Yes, but we all know Cardi likes to turn on that phone and get attention. Especially with the Magician card, that's definitely about the manipulation, okay? Manipulating the spotlight on certain things, having a moment, having to have a moment. I do feel like Cardi needs to watch her emotions, or she actually could need to take medication for her mental health right now. She is focusing on being creative, which is helping her. But she's really got to be careful against getting sick and having accidents. Because she's very emotional and she doesn't want to be without Offset. Like, look. Oh, look at what's card on the back of the deck. I didn't even see that. Look. She doesn't want to be without Offset. Look at these 2 rings. Look at this. Look at these 2 rings. Queen of Cups. She does not want to be without Offset. I didn't even see these rings on the back of the deck. Cardi, I'd be reading the hell out of your ass. I definitely wouldn't be shocked if she got back. But this is just for her to sell some stuff. Get some more, definitely like a body of work coming, music, album coming out. But like I said, this is rollout energy, you guys. She's definitely growing up, but she got to sell these albums, right? She got to sell this music. She got to have these singles on the chart. She has to be up in the Spotify numbers. She has to be up in the Apple Music top 3. Okay, like this is what it's giving. And it's also, she needs to be careful because Cardi, you are like making fun of the sanctity of marriage, and Spirit doesn't like that. Marriage is very serious, right? Marriage is very serious. And this card says, the favorable God, divine grace, cures rage and pestilence, absolves the guilty. So Cardi, I feel like Cardi feels guilty because when guys, she's not really going to leave this man. It might not be today, it might not be tomorrow, but she's really not going to leave this man. They have a dark soul tie. I cannot lie. Like, I was not going to say that, but then it just rolled off of my tongue like butter, honey. You hear me? They have an intense soul tie. And Offset knows that. And he could even, Offset could even know a thing or two about magic because he was with Cardi and because Cardi was doing magic on him. Okay, with this Magician card, Offset learned a thing or two about magic because Cardi was always, playing, magic spells over his head and shit and doing sex magic. So he started doing, things intentional during sex back because I'm seeing it in my third eye. I'm not going to say what I was about to say. Let me hurry up. Oh, my gosh. Let me hurry up. Oh, boy. These two have solar plexus issues. That's why Offset and Cardi have been together so long. They both deal with deep solar plexus problems. A lot of confidence issues in between the two of them. 10 of Wands. God humiliating the proud. Ooh. Cardi, be careful. What does it say? Spiritual communication. Influences religious men, teachers, and men of law. God humiliating the proud. So Cardi, be careful with what you put out there. Because remember, she was doing all that screaming, all that bitch ass nigga. Every time I read Cardi, I gotta do that shit. That shit will always make me bust out a laugh. Me no care. But definitely with this 10 of Wands, girl, you need to watch out for karmic energy because you and him, and this other woman you guys were having threesomes with, it's created some deep karmic energy within Cardi's soul, like some intense, like even the woman that they were having the threesomes with, she created a soul tie with that woman. This is some deep karmic shit, bro. Cardi, girl, you need to get baptized while you're pregnant. I'm saying that right now. Cardi, you need to get some divine Reiki in your heart chakra, in your crown chakra. You need to like clear that energy off, because you do not want that. Like it's almost like a heavy pulling on Cardi's energy, because she let all of that happen. And then, you know, when you give a freak their freaky shit, what they want, that's when they're really going to use it against you. And it's like Offset will always use the fact that she let another woman into their bedroom, and Cardi will always feel that weight. Cardi will humiliate herself one more time, but that will come with the music. Like I said, this is rollout energy. This is just clout energy. Literally, this is just wanting to eat off a cloud, wanting to be in the headlines, wanting to be seen, wanting people to feel bad for you, and all that crazy shit, y'all. Wow. I am recovering from a cold. Thank you guys so much for the likes and the shares and the subscribers. Ace of Pentacles, period. Okay. I think my incense went out. Let me go grab another one. Hold on. I want to get another incense. I hope you guys are doing well, staying safe. Remember to check out those high vibrational channels in the description box. Your life will only change as much as you want your life to change, period. This is not just a tarot reader channel. We elevate up in here. Okay, last but not least. Does JT have to watch out for Caresha? And I was going to do a reading on this when JT and Caresha actually got into that argument on Twitter. But something told me, like, no, don't do a reading on it yet, because I feel like there could be something else brewing in between JT and Caresha. I told you guys, like, years ago when I was doing readings on the City Girls, when they were still the City Girls together and JT had just gotten out of jail, stuff like that, that I was like, her and Young Miami have some very telling, like, negative, weird energy towards each other. And it always came out as the 5 of Wands, the 9 of Wands. It like always came out as wands, like anger. Like, why are you two so angry at each other? Why can't y'all just relax and chill? So let's see the energy in between JT and Caresha. Because, you know, now that Caresha has fallen from her Diddy train, let's keep it a buck here. I do feel like Caresha feels lost. Can I say that? I didn't even pull any cards. I didn't even get to the deck or anything like that. And Caresha feels lost, you guys. I can already feel the energy. It's kind of giving me a headache. Caresha is an air sign, okay? So Caresha's a little bit airheaded. And we can see that in the way she acts. We can see that, you know, no grown woman with a sensible mind will be on platforms talking about something. I'm a whore, and you're a mother of two. No sensible woman would be doing that kind of shit, right? So we can already tell Caresha is quite airheaded. But Caresha is, okay. This is what Spirit is showing me. Caresha feels like a lot of the tracks that JT had on City Cinderella which I will get on here and listen to with you guys. One day we're gonna do that because that EP is so cute. I like City Cinderella. It's cute. She did a good job. You know, the beats were beaten, and she sounded good. So, But in Caresha's mind, let's get back to that. She feels like a lot of the shots on there were for her, and in reality, it's like, you're not the only hater somebody has. But that's how a hater thinks, you guys. A hater thinks with, oh my God, they was be talking about me, and they're just mad that I never, and they're just mad that this, and now I bet you she's so mad about this. And in reality, it's not even like that. And I feel like when her and JT had that little Twitter spat, JT was basically saying the same shit. Like, it's not even like that. But I feel like Caresha feels so bothered because remember that episode JT was on Caresha Please with that red wig, and she was crying to Santana. I would never forget this because I actually felt really bad for JT, and I know what it's like to feel like the friend that nobody really wants around, or everyone's just trying to paint you in some kind of light or something like that. That's not really the best. It's like a weird sense of like jealousy, but like trying to be your friend, but we like you, but then we don't really like you at the same time. And that's definitely the energy I felt when I watched JT on Caresha Please, and her and Santana were just watching JT cry. That shit was really hard to watch, honestly, because I've been bullied by like friends that were supposed to be close to me, and that shit can really break your heart. And I feel like JT is going so hard right now because Caresha bullied her. You know, let's keep it 100. Watching JT cry on that couch, you definitely saw a girl that was bullied, that felt like she didn't fit in and just wanted to like care about her friend or her friends. So let's get into the cards. Let's see what's going on here. Let me drink some water too, because when you get over a cold and stuff, like, you gotta be hydrated, because man, that's crazy. The King of Swords. Who is that? Is that Santana? The King of Swords was coming out. Santana, air sign too. Ooh. Two cards just sort of flipped out the deck on their own. Hold on. Knight of Swords, Eight of Cups. Wow. Caresha definitely talks shit about JT. This Knight of Swords, is giving mature energy. Let me read it. Intellectual richness protects fertility of women, makes children respectful towards their parents. The all-pervading God, the Knight of Swords. I also feel like something about some sort of like manipulation here. Sorry, I'm gonna fix that. You guys see how this look? I want to try to show you what I kind of see. See this person holding a sword and like a ball, like they're about to go to war. Yeah, it's almost like Caresha is thinking like all of this stuff is adding up, and JT's saying all of this about me. But it's also like a sense of revenge and jealousy. And that's why I said I feel like JT needs to watch out for Caresha, because the one thing I talk about a lot in these celeb readings is that, you know, a lot of them have the same hairstylist, the same clothing stylist, the same nail person, the same eyebrow person, the same Brazilian wax person. The same, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of that in the industry. And I feel like JT and Caresha have similar like makeup people or something like that, or makeup people that know each other, that talk, that hear a lot of shit, and they could have a public falling out. But really, it's backlash because Caresha thought, like, she really thought at one point that she was way more important than JT. Like, I'm way more important than you. You know what I'm saying? This is the Eight of Cups. God, the pleasure of man's children, transformation gives the consolation of adversity. Oh, in adversity. Sorry. So what I'm getting is almost like Caresha thought that, you know, like JT was her underdog or her understudy. Yeah, something about that. Like, you see how like vindictive this card looks? Like, there's something about, I'm telling you, like, there's something really vindictive about this energy. But JT was always intelligent, even when Caresha was like definitely given like too much attitude or just being rude for no reason. Or I'm also picking up Caresha being high on drugs, being high on pills, and being very emotional. And drinking too. Her and Caresha have gotten into drunken arguments, or when Caresha was high on some kind of drugs or dealing with Diddy. That's made Caresha very unstable as well. Dealing with Diddy and being around Diddy and being on all those drugs and drinking all that shit, that's made Caresha very unstable. To the point where it's like Caresha doesn't know what to say. She doesn't know what to do. She doesn't know who to fight with. She doesn't know who to be nice to. She doesn't like Caresha is, oh boy, she's lost. And if JT walked away from this relationship, it's for her own transformation. You guys see it on the card? Transformation. You guys see the little water bearer? This is a lot of Young Miami's energy. I also feel like Young Miami's being humbled by the universe, humbled by God, because Young Miami thought that she had like the world in her hands. I'm going to show this card again because look, it's like Young Miami really thought that she had JT right where she wanted her. She had the whole world under her like something, but that's not true. The world is your oyster, but the world belongs to the one creator. So it's almost like Caresha is kind of like, well, when you were in jail, I held it down type shit. And it's like, cool, that's what you were supposed to do, though. Because just like how if you go to jail, Caresha, for drug trafficking for Diddy, which you could actually be in the court paperwork for, JT is going to have to hold it down for the City Girls if there is any more City Girl stuff. And I wouldn't be shocked if Young Miami wanted to do more City Girl stuff. Because now, who wants to be in relation to Diddy? Nobody. Ooh, what card is that? Uriel, the tower. Yeah, JT and Young Miami could have a tower coming up. And like I said, it could be another public falling out in between them. Because I'm telling you, Young, like, she's angry that her life isn't what it used to be. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles right behind that. Thank you, Spirit. Young Miami feels like she has to start over, all over again. Trying to get more money, trying to get more whatever it is she can get. It's like almost like Young Miami feels like she's picking up the scraps. While JT is having these this amazing transformation, right? Disruption, warns of disasters, aids in transformation. We got the transformation word twice here in Young Miami and JT's reading. Because they're both going through transformations. But Young Miami needs to learn how to be more happy for people around her. It's like Young Miami has a very stank sense of communication. Very dry and very childish too. Like something here about being childish. Yeah, Young Miami and Uzi don't really get along like that, but it's really more so of like the position in the industry right now is what's really bothering Young Miami. I feel like somebody's gonna bring up something in a conversation because I'm telling you, like, I'm seeing a lot of like drunken arguments. in between these two, and it's about time that another argument happens in between JT and Caresha, especially with the instances that Young Miami does, but JT also like drinks and stuff as well. But I'm getting Young Miami like deals with pills or something, and it makes her very up and down, very emotional, very unstable, and kind of hard to be around. Like, ever been around someone who's like going through a lot and they're on pills and they're very predictable, and 1 second they're cool, they're chilling, and the next second it's like boom, it's like a huge blow up, disruption. Like, look at kind of like how evil this person's face looks. That's what I'm saying. Like, does JT need to be careful of Caresha, because there are two evil looking cards. Look at this card, looking kind of evil, and look at this card, looking kind of evil, right? So JT, I'm not saying, oh, like keep an eye on her for real, but you know what I'm saying? Just know who the real people are in your life. And it's cool to come up with somebody, but sometimes because you came up with somebody, that doesn't mean that you have to always overlend yourself. And I feel like there's something here about JT overlending herself, or maybe even actually lending Young Miami money. There is an energy here of money. So maybe Young Miami might need some money from JT, or she has asked for some money for JT, or some opportunities or some connections or something for her and Uzi, because with this tarot card, Young Miami, that money, that clout she once had, all that is dwindling bad. It's blowing up on her. There could be companies that stopped working with Young Miami because of Diddy, and it's really fucking up her bag. Like, it's got Young Miami in a tizzy. Like, she doesn't know which way is up and which way is down, all right? And JT could become her punching bag. Or it's kind of already, like, she's already looking at JT with, like, a evil eye almost here. And I wouldn't be shocked if JT gave her some money. Wait, but look at this card, you guys. Hold on. Light of understanding acquires knowledge and cures illness. Sorry. Is Young Miami also sick? Did he give Young Miami incurable disease? Because there's so much like regret in this reading. There's a lot of drinking, a lot of like crying and drinking, a lot of getting angry and drinking. Like, there is a lot happening here. I wouldn't be shocked if Young Miami got something from Diddy or got something from one of Diddy's hoes. There's something here about Diddy's hoes. There's other energy coming out in this reading. This is about JT and Caresha. Yeah, judgment. They've both judged each other, right? They have. I'm going to keep it a buck with this judgment card. They've both judged each other, but, you know, only one person gets to bang the gavel. Atonement of errors. Destroys the power of enemies and humiliates them. So they better be careful, okay? No negative energy, because they can both get humiliated. And then the King of Pentacles, this is kind of giving me like Little Uzi a little bit. And Ace of Cups and the Devil, yeah, that's... And the Three of Swords in reverse. Young Miami might get so mad that she might try to talk shit about Uzi, or vice versa. I'm just getting like a big blowout happening in between these two. It doesn't have to be today or tomorrow, but with the way this energy is like building up, especially with this tarot card right here, I wouldn't be shocked if JT and Young Miami got into like a blowout either behind the scenes or in public. Because JT's going to keep rising. She's working hard. And people like the music, you know? It's cool. It's not bad. The beats are good. Bars are there. I appreciate you guys so much for rocking with me, okay? You know the content is going to get put out. You know your girl is going to work. I'm working so hard. I got so much going on, but I am pushing for you guys and pushing for my channel. I am so blessed. You guys are so blessed. And I'll see you later.